welcome back. Today is the weekly check-in video, plus I want to talk about something first though before we check in with my status. So I am going to do a video about the grocery store. I did buy a gimbal, so I'm going to do a walk around of the grocery store just to show you guys how much of the processed food they push on us and how overwhelming it can be to go grocery shopping, especially becoming a carnivore or even staying a carnivore, how frustrating shopping trips can be, and how loaded with sugar majority of things are in the store. And sugar is very addictive, and it's actually more addictive than meth and heroin. And yet they say it's okay to eat it, and they feed it to us. And it actually kills more people than any other drug, non-recreational or recreational drug out there. Because even if it doesn't kill you right away, over time it's killing you, right? It's causing hypertension, type 2 diabetes. It's making you lose limbs. It's making your heart beat faster. You're gaining weight, so all your organs are functioning harder. Therefore, it is killing you. Now, how fast it kills you, it just depends. But it is killing you, and it's very addictive, and it's really sad to see when you go to the grocery store, your options that are available to you, especially if you want to eat a healthy whole foods diet, how limited those foods are compared to the other foods that are just thrown in our face as soon as we walk through the door. So keep a lookout for that video. I'm hoping to get that video done hopefully this weekend or some beginning of next week so I can get it posted by the end of next week. So let's go ahead and talk about my results for this week. It's technically my basically year check-in since I started being a carnivore. And I still weigh 115 pounds, but I am down to a 20-inch waist now. I still have a 19.75 inch thighs and 10-inch biceps. And my body fat percentage is 24.3%. Okay, when I first started this journey, I weighed 171 pounds. My body fat percentage was 40.7%. I had a 40-inch waist. I have my little cheat sheet over here. I had 25-inch thighs and 14-inch biceps. Crazy, right? And so over the year, I have lost a total of 56 pounds. And I've lost 16.4% body fat. And I have lost a total of 21.25 inches between my waist, thighs, and bicep. So just off my waist alone, I lost 12 inches. That's a lot. That's a whole foot. So that is, like, when I put my measuring tape that I use, when I put it to how big my waist was, I can't believe, I allowed myself to get that big. But, I mean, majority of us are there. And I'm glad I took the steps to make the change and found something that works for me and my husband. We love being carnivores. I'm glad I took the step. A lot of times that's the hard part, is doing it, right? You do your research, you watch YouTube videos, you watch other people's progress, but it's taking that initial leap and doing it. And trust me, you need to do it for you and your health, for you and your family, or for whatever your why is. You need to do it. Don't live life struggling like I was, and a majority of a lot of people do, right? You want to make sure you enjoy life. It's the only life we have. We already struggle having to go to work every day, coming home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, right? But we want to make that as enjoyable as possible. And the carnivore lifestyle has really changed my overall perspective, my overall life. And I know for a majority of other people it has as well. So just making that leap, just do it. Just do it. You can do it. I know you can. Just take that leap and start eating healthier, at least, right? That just do it. You have to take that leap, right? You have to do it for you. No one else can do it but you. So therefore, you need to just go ahead and do it. But yeah, so like I said, and it's important if you take pictures. I believe pictures are huge, because a lot of times, depending on how large we get body dysmorphia, and we think that we're still big. I know I still have a hard time with it a little bit. I'm still in awe that I am where I'm at now, and just in the year, and how easy it is. Now, at first, I didn't struggle too much, honestly. I did a little bit, because there's junk food around, like where I work and stuff, so I struggled a little bit, but I was able to stay with it and talk myself out of, falling off the wagon. So, but I noticed after like 3 or 4 months, for me, I was like, nope, this is it. This is all I want to do. I don't want to have any cheats. I don't want to do any of that stuff. And education is key. Educate yourself. That really helped me too, especially going to the grocery store. Once I learned what some of the chemicals are or ingredients are that they put in a lot of things, like cereal, for instance. And now that I know that, I don't want to eat that stuff again anyway. I don't want that in my body. I try to not put a lot of stuff in my body that we shouldn't, along with like skincare products. I try to get the cleanest as possible with skincare products. A lot of people use beef tallow. I do use beef tallow, but I also use the Native brand body wash and lotion. But with the body wash, it's mainly to wash my pits, because I still get a little bit of pit stink, but not horrible, not like it used to be. But I try getting a more natural deodorant, and I, try not to put too much stuff that's not good for us on my body. But I mean, you don't have to go too far and too crazy, because there's some people that don't go that crazy, but that's all on you to go as far as you want to go with being living a more natural lifestyle. I think it's hard to live a more natural lifestyle, especially this day and age, but it can be done. I know it can be done because I am proof that it can be done. I know, for like instance, cleaning supplies, there's a lot more natural cleaning supplies out there now than there used to be. So you can even do cleaner, like not so chemically cleaning supplies as well. They have some more natural shampoos and conditioners. Sometimes you have to find the right one that cleans well. So there's ways to do things more naturally in society nowadays, to feel somewhat still kind of normal and blend in a little bit with society. It's kind of hard to avoid all that kind of stuff, but there's ways around it to lessen the impact, especially when you're eating a clean, healthy diet. Your body is able to handle all the other harshness more easily as well. But that's why I'm super excited to do the video in the grocery store and show you guys what it looks like walking through the grocery store, especially that we have here. We have 2 that we mainly shop at. And looking at the ingredients and showing you the ingredients and why you shouldn't be eating those processed foods. And I also want to do a video on the expense. That's kind of the main thing I've been getting lately, is people are saying, well, it's too expensive to be carnivore. And some of them it's because they have kids, which I kind of get to an extent, but our food bill is, if it's not the same, it's actually less. For me, my husband, even with my son when he comes visits, our food bill's still less, because I make sure he gets a lot more protein. I make sure he eats a lot more meat. That way he's not snacking as much as well. So making sure they get that amount, that protein and fat, really helps as well, and it kind of, takes their mind off of being hungry, and making sure they stay active too and not get bored. It helps as well. But I also want to do a video on basically the cost of being a carnivore compared to not being a carnivore. I'll have to remember all the stuff that we used to buy a year ago, which, I mean, it's not too hard because I kind of see when we walk down certain aisles in the grocery store some of the stuff that we used to buy. So I don't think it'll be that difficult to make a video over about maybe, I don't know, I have to see how I have to break it down into like weekly costs, maybe. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably do a week's worth of grocery haul and then compare it to kind of what we eat now. And right now, I mean, my beef order is if I do 20 pounds, it's a little over $200 for 20 pounds of beef, which is not bad at all. Knowing where it comes from and supporting a local rancher and, you know, all that jazz. I know where my meat's coming from, so honestly, it's not too expensive. And sometimes we go through a lot of hamburger, and sometimes we go through phases where we don't. And I think during the wintertime, it'll slow down a little bit because we're not smoking as much food as we normally do during, like we do in the summer. We still smoke food. It's just not, it doesn't seem like it's as much because we're not going camping almost every weekend during the wintertime. So when we're camping, we smoke at least one meal. We smoke. So if we're not smoking, I'm usually cooking something in my Ninja that I have in the camper. So, but yeah, so I want to do a video about that as well, and just want to reiterate the importance of eating a healthy whole foods diet, right? Because sugar is an addictive drug, and it's just legal. And they push it on us so hard that we're out here with high blood pressure, diabetes, we're losing limbs. And they're still telling us to eat, just keep eating carbs, keep eating that sugar. The American Heart Association, look at the recipes they have on there. They're all carbs. Carbs are sugar. That's what carbs are sugar. I don't care if it says no added sugar, it's still sugar. And we keep forcing more and more carbs on people and taking away the proteins and the fats and saying high protein's bad, red meat's bad, high fat's bad. But yet we're going to keep pushing seed oils and limit your, ingestion of red meat and meat in general, right? Most of your plate should be carbs if you look at my plate, and only a little portion of it is protein. So they know what they're doing. They're purposely doing it so they can make money off of us. If we're not sick, they're not making money off of us. If we're living healthy, they're not making money. And if we are dead, they're not making money, right? So there's a fine line, right? So they feed us the bad crap, and then we take medicine to help us get better, but it's not working. Disease is just increasing across America and some other countries. The disease is increasing, and it's really upsetting, especially knowing what I know now. And I'm glad, like I said earlier, I changed and I was able to take that step and take that leap to change my health and have an eye-opening moment, because I was headed down a bad road. I was headed to type 2 diabetes. I was headed to fatty liver, high blood pressure. I'm glad I changed because I see people out there suffering now, and I just want to sit with them and talk with them and let them know and inform them that they can change. It can happen. You can do it. You just need to take that leap and do it. And some people also will have cheat days, which is fine. But they need to be cheat days, and I'm talking once every couple months. And a small little thing of cheat, not a huge meal or multiple meals throughout a couple days. It needs to be a small little thing. But as I have learned, I can't veer off the carnivore lifestyle. Otherwise, I get sick. I can't have pork. I can handle some chicken. I can't even eat at certain restaurants because I found they inflame me because they cook in seed oils, and I am down for the count all evening after I eat, and I'm in pain, and I don't like it. So I have found that I don't veer off that track. I don't want to feel horrible. I don't want to feel sick anymore. I want to keep feeling amazing like I'm feeling now. I want to keep making gains in the gym. I want to keep living a healthy life so I wake up in the morning and want to do things and want to be active, want to, go camping, want to go hiking, want to go hang out with my dog, and just overall enjoy my life. We only have one life to live, and I don't want to live it just waking up in the morning, going to work, and coming home and sitting on the couch. Me personally. And I hope that you would not want that lifestyle either. I would hope you would want to be active, and then when you are active, you want to feel good while being active and not feel horrible and run down while trying to be active and have to push yourself that much more, right? Because when you have to push yourself that much more, you are using more of your mental energy and you're getting more drained, and it's just a lot on your mental health. And so why not better your mental health? Why not feel good? By eating healthy whole foods. Particularly the carnivore diet, and if you want to go to a really extreme, the lion diet. And I don't know why you wouldn't want to feel good about yourself. But I hope if you're already on the bandwagon to being a carnivore, awesome, fantastic, keep going. I am here for you. I am here to support you. Keep going. It's worth it. It's not worth those tiny little cheats that you may have. It's really not, because you're just poisoning yourself. If you're still on the fence of doing the carnivore lifestyle, I think now is the time that you need to jump on that bandwagon and just try it for at least 30 days and see how you feel. Keep track of your symptoms, take pictures, take measurements, keep track of everything, and start realizing how great you feel. And I think now's the great opportunity for you to do that and jump on that bandwagon. Also, with my in-body scan, I do have it scheduled for Friday, so stay tuned for that because will be 7.5 weeks since I did my last in-body scan, and I'm very excited to see those results over the past 7.5 weeks. So I am hoping for some good results, and I may or may not be changing up my workout routine depending on those results too. So stay tuned for that as well. And like always, don't forget that like button. Check out that join button as well. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.